Jesus. Fuck your pathetic name and your whack thesis. Your mama's a bitch and so is your fat nieces. And the legs watching Kathy Lee and Regis. No peace in the church, they come and clap.
And we're back with another episode of
What about one?
That Dude and Three Crackers.
There we go.
It's me. I'm the dude.
The rest of us are crackers.
I'm joined with my three cracker friends. They're cool and all, but
Hey, Aaron, you get a haircut or something, man? Something looks different, man.
Bro, I got
Let
it.
me see your swag, man. Look at my man. Oh, shit. Nigga looking like Magnum motherfucking P.I.
Bro,
Oh, shit.
Aaron, have you
My
ever been
nigga.
called a cracker?
Have I ever been called
Yeah, last week by
Yeah.
Jarren.
Well, I mean, like, no, like, you know,
Yeah.
aside from that, that don't really count.
like a cracker ass? No, I've never been. I've never been. We don't know. No, I don't think
You've
so.
never been a victim of reverse racism, so-called?
No. Is that even is that a racial slur, cracker?
I know. I just saw the shit. I thought that it meant cracker of the whip, but that's not where.
That's not what it means?
No.
It's like a cracker. It looks like a
No, it started like way back in the day, somewhere like in Europe, and it was like considered like dumb fucking people, some shit like that.
Oh, shit.
Check it out. Do the
Like
research.
a cracker.
Yeah, let me Google
I
that
thought
shit.
cracker was like a saltine. Like you have the complexion of a saltine.
No,
I didn't even.
there's mad different colored crackers, bro.
I'm pretty sure it the shit fucking took on many different definitions.
That's interesting. Wait, so I never even thought of that cracker of the whip.
Yo, that
really?
was what I thought it was. It's not that. I'm
That's what
looking
I
at it.
used to hear it was, but that's not what it's.
That makes
That's
more
not
sense
where
than
it comes
saltine,
from.
I guess.
What was the Atlanta baseball team? The Crackers or the
Atlanta
Cracker?
Crackers.
The Atlanta,
That was a real thing?
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
That's
wasn't
really-
it? Wasn't it the Black League too? I think so.
I think the Black League was
Jamie's
just called
pulling it up.
the niggers.
all I see, Nick, James. All I see here is nobody knows the origin, bro, of cracker. People have hypotheses.
We do
Let's
a lot
see.
of etymology on this. That's the word, right? That's what etymology means, like the history of a word. Is that true, Jarren? Kyle, whatever.
Yeah,
Damn, we're all the same.
you're close.
Yeah.
Poor lazy white people. I don't see.
Lazy white people.
I'm not white, so it doesn't affect me.
Okay, now.
Anyways,
Yeah, I'm not seeing where your thing here. If I find it, I'll let you know.
You know,
There is one picture of just a straight up saltine cracker
hey,
on Google. So
John,
That's what I thought.
I was watching John Oliver, and I think it might have been on this episode. I think that's why I saw it on. Like they was going from where the origin of the word cracker started from.
oh, I got it, bro. It's a derivation of the Irish word craic, crake, and it's associated with being lazy. So that's.
I mean, I guess if you do fucking force a bunch of niggas on a boat and make them fucking build a fucking country,
some lazy ass shit.
that's lazy as fuck.
I was gonna say
That's
something
lazy
horrible.
to the max.
What are you gonna say?
Yeah. What were you gonna
Yeah,
say?
what are you gonna say?
Yeah. What were you?
He's gonna play devil's advocate. He's gonna cover his mic.
He is gonna play devil's
I
advocate.
can't say it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. It's a safe space.
Yeah.
I heard someone else say this. It's working smart, not hard.
Ooh, damn.
Oh.
Little slavery
Well,
justification
I guess it's
here
working
on
smarter
High
when
School
niggas
Dropouts.
roll up on your ass and make you run that motherfucking Rolex, nigga.
That's it. I like it.
I like it.
Moving on.
No, that is.
I didn't actually say that. Strike that from the record.
No, you didn't
Keeping
say
it.
that.
No, someone else said that.
That
I was
is
just
how
bringing
you
it
would
back
be,
to the
though. You
group.
are the devil's advocate. You'd be
No,
like,
I'm
oh, they're
not.
just
I'm not that
working
guy.
smarter.
I'm not that guy.
We can absorb that, man. We strong enough.
Good.
I mean, that's
meant-
just justification for robbery. So I'm about to definitely go rob every white person I see today.
I'm
I'm
with it.
fine with it. I'm not in Atlanta, and I'm not white. No, okay. So let's discuss our weeks.
Okay, you're white. Let's discuss our weeks.
Okay.
Now they call him Rick, but they put an S in front of they put an SP in front of they take the R out and put the SP.
Oh,
Oh, because you're.
Is that how they spell it?
yeah.
Is that
With a K
how you
at
spell
the end?
Spick? S-P-I-C?
I thought it was
S-P-I-C-K?
You thought it was Kiwis.
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
fuck did that come from? Spick.
All right,
Like,
I'm
what is
looking it up.
that?
Jesus Christ, here we go.
Where did all the racial slurs come
And
from?
you may as well look up kike too. I don't know.
Ooh, he's dropping the K bombs.
I'm
I was
allowed
watching.
to.
I was listening to this show today, and this comedian was like, he was talking about how he was Jewish, and he said this dude in Alabama, he had like a meet and greet or some shit, and they came up to him, and then the dude was like, we didn't think you were going to be that funny. He's like, you're pretty funny for one of them. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, kite. And And he's like, the dude called me a kite. He didn't even say kite. So he's like, I didn't even take offense of it. He's like, that's what fucking Alabama people call Jewish people kites. Then.
Kite, like fly a kite?
Yeah.
Yo, Spick is wild. First of all, it ends in C, not K. And secondly,
I thought so. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Earliest
No,
20th century.
I said, that's what I said. I don't think that's how you spell it.
Early
Or
20th.
maybe you meant like Ric Flair.
Okay, check this out. Early 20th century, abbreviation of
Tits
U.S.
up, man.
slang spiggity, in the same sense
Spiggity.
of uncertain or perhaps an
Was it Dodge
alteration
Effects
of
created it?
no spiggity English.
Oh, they don't speak it in English.
Fucking-
That is fucked.
that's honestly
That's
not.
hilarious.
That's what it
kinda
says
funny.
here, bro.
No spiggity English.
Honestly, Spickity sounds fun.
Yo, this is kind of fucked up
Yeah,
because you know how. So
that's-
this is fucked up for you, Max, because the
That's
K word.
hilarious.
I ain't gonna say the K word, but the K word. So the other ones are saying it's a racial slur. It's a da da da. The K word straight up just says a Jewish person.
Google says that?
Swear to fucking God, bro. Dictionary right there in my face.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't say anything
Doesn't
like...
say ethnic slur. I mean, if you go deeper into Wikipedia, ethnic slur for a Jew, but you know,
There's no origin, man.
There's no. They just go, yeah, that's what. That's a Jew.
that's really
You guys know what it is.
It's derived from no. It's derived from the Hebrew word for circle, which is the mark many Jews made on their immigration papers coming into America.
What the fuck does that got to do with a kite?
They say that's. I don't know. I don't know what the Hebrew word for circle is, but they're saying that they drew that. Yeah, what the hell does that mean?
Well,
Instead of an X, what?
like who? Like the immigration people did?
They're saying that Jews made their papers would draw a circle on their papers instead of an X for their signature, and so that somehow turned into like the term.
That's I guess they. You know what? That sound like no one knows the origin story, so they just put some shit in there. Like, hey, all right.
Could be
I think they
this.
used to put circles on
On their, when they came here, they probably put circles.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey man, let me. What kind of kick? What's your shoe game, man? I just saw them kicks. What you got on, man?
Allen Iverson's, but like this red edition.
Okay, I see you, man.
The answers. What's
All right.
your kick game?
Yeah,
Let's
what's
see
he?
'em.
Let's see. You got. He's
I
wearing
ain't got no
socks.
shoes on, but
Aaron's got some nice ones too.
Some fake Jordans.
Oh, they're fake.
oh, okay. Hold up,
Yeah.
man. Let
Pushing
me
them
play this,
Fordens, pushing them Fordens.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're really. I would never fucking know.
DH Gate. Shout out DH Gate.
How do you know they're fake?
My buddy.
man. Yeah, he got them from
gave,
DH Gate, nigga. That's where he get
Yeah.
all the fake shit from.
My buddy gave them to me. He was like, "Yo, they sent me an extra pair. You want these?" I was like,
Dope.
"Sure."
Yeah, they're fire.
Did they tear up? Let me see that shit. I would
Yeah,
love
they-
to
they
compare
tore-
them.
They
I mean, you've
tore
been
up
wearing.
like hell.
You've had these for like a year, 2 years.
Hold
Like
up.
a year.
Yeah, they look great.
But I wear them. I mean, I wear my. Where's he? What's he got?
He's pulling out the Fordens.
What are these? What you got?
The Fiversons?
Let me see them DH
Where'd
Gates.
you just go?
I didn't go nowhere. You tripping? Crazy. This motherfucker on crack. Oh no, let me
Let's
just
switch it
flex.
up. Jaron, you start. How was your week? Oh, what the hell is that?
Oh, whoa! You cop those?
That's a little
What are those?
something,
Whoa! Whoa! Did you get those a retail or resale or DH Gate?
Hello? Nigga, I don't never buy no DH Gate shit. Come on, man.
What are those?
What up?
What is that shit?
Those are Yeezy basketball shoes. Wait.
Are those new?
Hello?
Yeah. Wait, did you get those
They
retail or
ain't
resale?
new. I got these retail. Nigga, this is me. I'm the retail king.
Back to throwback. Maybe I'll cut it in. That episode where Jaron complains about taxes. There's his tax money.
Come get it, Uncle Sam.
What's
Look
your
at
shoe
that.
Uncle-
situation, Aaron? Aaron, what's your shoe scenario right now?
What's mine?
Yeah.
I got the fake
Just-
Jordans.
Oh, those are the Fordens?
Yeah,
oh, I
these are the
see.
Ford.
Okay.
Yeah. These are the Ford. Wait, where did you? How much? You got those retail, or did you get those on stock?
Yeah, man. I get no shit from no StockX, man. The retail Benton, dog.
Retail Benton. Jaron, how was your week?
It was cool. I made my kids fucking walk with me to the park, and they was pissed off. They were like, "Yeah, we're never walking you to the park." I was like, "Why?" It's like, "'Cause you're boring." I was like, "What the fuck you want me to do? Like, we're just walking around the park." Like, yeah, I mean, my son's like, "Yeah, we can't even talk." I was like, "You can talk to me, just talk. What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, I mean, just you can't relate. You don't even know where edits and shit like that is." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dog?"
Edits?
I guess it's some video game shit. And then my daughter's like, "Yeah, it's not like I'm walking with my friends." Like, fuck y'all motherfuckers then, goddamn it.
Wait, were they
Oh my
like?
God, they hurt your feelings.
Were they like?
Yeah,
I don't want to walk.
yeah, man. My kid's been hurt. This quarantine, my kid's been hurting my fucking feelings, man.
Jarren's got feelings.
Yeah,
You
man.
wouldn't know from the schizo track.
You know what I hate? You know, you have kids, and then you get to the age where you love them, and then they fucking you never stop loving them, but they get to the age where they love you back, and then they get old, and they just don't want to fuck with you.
Yeah, they'll
You
come
know?
back.
Did you
When
make
they
them
need
go on the
money.
walk? They were like, I don't want to walk, and you're like, bitch, we're walking to the park.
Yeah, so just be in the house, man. Like, yo, we can just walk around the fucking park, man. Soak up this game, man.
So that was your week. Anything else?
No, that was it. I tried to buy a fucking house.
Yeah, I heard.
Like how you just
Yeah.
slipped that in, like that's not a major life decision.
I went for a walk and tried to buy a house.
That was my week. Yeah.
You didn't want it.
And nah, I
Yeah, that's
fucked
what
up.
happened. He just decided,
Long story.
Aaron?
My week was good. Me and Max got in a fight,
Oh, yeah.
which was
Oh
good.
wow, let me hear about this fight.
I yelled at Max.
Physical fight?
No, I yelled mean things though. I told him he was on some B shit. He doesn't like the B word, but I said
Oh.
it was
What happened? What'd he do? What'd you do, Max?
he did nothing but looking at me like
But
that.
did you say bitch shit when you,
I did say bitch
Oh,
shit.
that,
in the
that that's
yeah.
it. Max does not like to be called
No,
a bitch.
he does not.
That's Max. That's like Marty McFly when you call him a chicken. That's Max's like chicken word. He's like, oh.
But, well, you finish up.
It was nothing, you know.
How did
we
it start? Let me hear. You got to break this story down, man.
We were talking about basketball, and
Okay.
this is our nightly routine where we argue and we just go, which is fine, and then we like tell them why they're wrong, and we do it for 2 hours every night. We argue with each other. But this particular night, I got angry and I said, "I'm not an idiot. Don't talk to me like that. It's some bitch shit." And yeah, it got bad, and we stormed off. And I
That's it?
apologize the next
Y'all both
day.
like Lila just stomped off.
I didn't stop anywhere. I didn't go anywhere. I mean, he stomped off, which is fine.
I stomped off.
Which is fine.
Which is fine. I stomped off. But
No, so yeah, it was a lot.
So y'all argued over fucking basketball?
I don't think. Well, I wasn't gonna talk about it. I don't think we argued. I think you got it. I mean,
Aaron.
I don't know. I mean, like we were. It was like regular. It was very regular, and it's okay. Like people blow up
see,
sometimes.
this is how it happened.
No, but
this is how it happened.
It was no different than any other time. It was like I don't think it was worse than like anything I've said 50 times or worse than you've said 50 times. And whatever was going on in your brain in that moment,
yeah.
like it set you off, which is fine. And then he got upset. I let him. I didn't really react, which is great. And then like we were able to come back. I think it was the next morning and be like, "Yo, that was silly. I love you. And then we hugged and it was all good.
Yeah,
I still didn't explore. Like, what was it about? What triggered
Literally
it?
nothing.
it was literally about nothing. It was literally about basketball. But you know how.
But it wasn't about basketball, really.
No,
I
it
don't
wasn't
think.
about
You
basketball.
know what I
It
mean?
was like a deeper issue. You know, it was like
Yeah.
my low self worth and Max.
It's never about the thing you're.
No,
very
it's
rarely.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just got in a.
But it was great.
You know.
I think when you're able to fight with a friend and then come back, it shows that like that friendship has legs. You know what I'm saying? But I'm being real. Like we like legitimately got into it for a second, and like the next day we were good. And I think that that's like a real friendship, because like in real friendships you have to be super real, and a super real is going to include someone going off even when it's uncalled for, or someone getting sad even when it doesn't make sense, or someone getting embarrassed, or whatever it might be. Those things happen to everybody, and so to like walk through it with a friend, even when there's a hard moment, and you come back. I think that shows that the friendship has legs.
That was a beautiful sermon on friendship, and that's this is my segue.
Y'all
No,
niggas some
okay. So
faggots.
my week,
No, but okay, go ahead.
What happened with you?
I got in a fight with Kyle.
Y'all niggas,
Yeah,
y'all niggas sitting there like two fucking princesses holding each other's arms.
That happened. That happened yesterday.
Y'all niggas look gay as hell.
I'd rather not go super into it,
no, we don't have to go into it.
honestly. But
So Max just
what's-
fighting with everybody, man. Damn.
well, actually, okay. So my week. We'll go in a circle. Kyle, you'll go next.
That's fine.
Or do you want to go first? You
No,
go
it's fine.
first.
My father is waiting, though, just so you know.
what time is it?
It's 12:32.
Oh.
Okay, I'll just.
But it's okay. My
okay.
father is our guest, but go ahead. We'll delve in quickly. I told him we could cover.
yeah, basically, followed with Aaron a couple days ago. Got through it yesterday morning. Came to the office, met up with Kyle, and then as I'm getting angry messages from Jarren, I get in a fight with Kyle. So it's been a good week.
First of all, my
tested all my
messages wasn't even angry.
Yeah, I was a little angry, but I know that's a you thing. It's your issue, which is fine. I'm glad you were able to see that a little later when we spoke, and we love each other.
I can frame more fight. I can my week. So okay,
No, that's my week.
Yeah, that's right.
I think everyone should talk about.
I got in a
themselves.
fight with Max, and I'll tell you just a really broad what it really was. And trust you'll be on board.
War against Max, man.
No, what it really was we actually had. So we're here at Pink Cloud Studios.
Pink Cloud Studios.
Right, and we're trying to sell podcast space. So if you want to fucking book your podcast here, we're here. We
Cloud
actually
Studios.
got some Instagram influence women who are like 1.5 million followers type on Instagram, and they were like, bro, they were dimes, man. Like they were legit. And when you know that that's coming in, the testosterone levels rise automatically. And I think that's what happened. Like there was a little bit of a me and Max, crossing wires on like just getting set up. You know what I'm saying? And the testosterone just like kind of took over, bro.
A little bit of the antlers.
Yeah.
digging into each
And
other.
so we got into it a little bit, but we pieced it out afterwards. We knew we had to get the job done. They came. They were beautiful. We held it down. So
There was a.
Oh,
beautiful-
who's the chicks that came through? My bad, I blacked out.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you after. We gotta get go. I just want
Yeah.
to say one. Fire,
But
but
y'all niggas
just
partner with some bitches.
a little bit. Yeah. I mean, isn't that how it goes?
But just
Like-
real quick. This was actually really dope. So we were like, it escalated really quickly for us. Like we
Yeah.
fought a bunch of times over the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
decade or whatever. This one escalated quite quickly, but then we knew we had this customer coming in, and so we looked at each other. We're like, "Yo, we're in this. Let's deal with it later. Let's get this money." And
Yeah.
we totally put it off to the side. We were so mad at each other. We put it off to the side for a second, kind of killed the work, and then pieced it out later. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a good moment, man, for our partnership, I think, ultimately.
Thank God he has me. Okay. Real quick, our guest today, Kyle, you introduce him. It's
So
your dad.
our guest is my father. He is the first black Episcopal Bishop of Maryland. He was elected into office, I think, somewhere around 8 years ago. And he's not a high school dropout.
Yeah, Bishop Eugene Sutton. I am terrified.
What's cracking, Bishop?
Hey, man. Hey,
How you doing? Hey, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Well, thank you for having me, man.
Thanks for dealing with us degenerates, man.
That's right. You are Jarren?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pleased to see you. Aaron and Max. There you are.
Yeah, and then you can't see me, Dad, but I'm here.
I can't see my own son. What can I tell you?
Well,
That's
I'm
enough of him.
I'm the omnipotent, the omni voice. You know what I'm saying?
There it is. There it is.
So, I have a question right off the bat. So, we know you're Episcopal. I'm Jewish. I don't know much about maybe there's a really stupid question.
And I'm a Satanist.
Obviously.
Okay, Aaron, roast
Cool,
him.
man.
Our goal is to have this
So-
episode titled "Aaron Roast the Bishop."
No.
So Aaron is our stand-up comedian. He literally is a stand-up comedian.
That's
Yeah.
all right. I'm usually roasted by other Christians more than I am non.
Hey, I'm actually I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian man. I grew up Baptist, and then but I grew up in like a cool rock church though too, which I guess y'all don't do in the Episcopal. Y'all don't have like electric.
Well, we have some younger ones. We have some new church starts that
Aaron played
look
the
something
guitar.
like that. Yeah.
No, I played the bass in the church band for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
You see, I rocked it.
You see, and look where it got you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Damn, now
Couch
Bishop
with
roast
the
Aaron.
sandwiches.
Bishop
Damn.
roast Aaron.
Whoa. what
Damn
did
it, he's
Bishop
Drew
roast
Blood.
Aaron.
Okay, so you guys do more, yeah, like y'all will do the dress up like kind of how the priests do and stuff, right?
Yes, we have priests, but we have women priests and male priests, and priests of all kinds: short, big, white, black, gay, straight, trans.
Have you seen a small person priest? I'm not going to say midget.
a small? What's
Y'all
that?
got a small person priest.
I think it's little person.
Well, you see, now
Little, small.
you got to check me on that. In my diocese, we have all different kinds and shapes and all that, but there are no strictures on just how human beings are. A human being is a human being, and God can touch anybody to do good in the world.
Wait, so you are allowed to be gay and be a priest in the Episcopal denomination?
Well, I'll put it this way, because I was raised Baptist too.
Okay.
There have always been gay priests and bishops. There have always been gay Baptist preachers and Pentecostal preachers, gay musicians, gay people, Sunday school teachers. It's just that it was all in the closet. You weren't to say anything, and if you did, you'd have to be condemned. So we're just being honest.
What was condemning them, like just kicking them out the church?
Well, yeah, you can always consign people to hell, but also
Shit, man, casual.
You can always.
there is that.
There's your ticket to hell.
Yeah. But you know what? In fact, my wife just gave me this quote earlier today by Oscar Wilde in one of his plays. He said, "The only difference between a saint and a sinner is that a saint has a past and a sinner has a future."
That's facts.
And it is true. I mean, a saint is just a dead sinner revised and edited.
Or a football player.
And what we call a sinner, you never know. Jesus, when he walked this earth, he didn't have a problem with what people called sinners. They were called his friends. He had a problem with the religious establishment because he was going after the power base, because they weren't acting, they were doing things in the name of God that were injurious to people. So there it is. When I say consign people here, it's not up to human beings to do that. And if someone tells you they know who's going to heaven and who's going to hell, run.
Yeah.
Don't believe them.
How did you?
They don't know.
My questions probably require a lot of explaining. So go ahead and ask your question, Max. If it's
Okay, just real quick. Again, I'm Jewish. I grew up like Orthodox Jewish. So I honestly know very little. I feel like pretty ignorant on most of the topics. And so Orthodox Jew over here to my left.
No, I mean I didn't grow up as Jewish. My family were Christians, but I literally like straight out of that when I was a young teenager and never went back.
Why did you do that?
I just didn't. You
weren't getting anything out of it.
Nah, I just didn't really believe it. I didn't. It wasn't. When I was younger, I rebelled more so. But the older I got, it was more so. Now it's I don't look at a thing as to. It's not my place to tell people what they believe in and tell people that it's bullshit or anything like that. I have no idea. My thing is whatever is guiding you and keeping you on your spiritual journey, and however you connect with God, that's that's for you, and it's not for me to sit here and call people out on it. It's like that's not my place, and it's like the older I get, the more mature I have a more mature thought about it versus when I was young. It was all about lashing out and
I think me and Jarren kind of come from a similar perspective in the sense of like, I don't know. I don't know for you either, but I kind of don't, like, as far as I go, I don't believe. I would almost like to believe because I feel like that would give me purpose, but I just don't. So I don't know. It sounds like that's how I feel. It sounds like Jarren kind of has a similar.
Yeah, but if you do, I don't think it's like I don't think I'm not here to debate people about it. Like that's not that's I feel like that's not my place, and that's who am I to tell a person their faith and what to believe in and what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? So
good guy.
Well, the thing is, it's guys like you that I would just say, hey man, I'll come to your thing and your things. Man, come with me on a Sunday because you might be surprised that there are people sitting next to you who believe exactly as you just said.
I would say that too. The older I get too, like my mom used to try to get me to go to church, and I was like, "Nah, I don't believe that. How y'all sitting there?" Now, the older I get, the more mature, the more I mature. It's like, yeah, I'm open, and I don't shut down anything. I could learn and
right.
hear the word.
You're open to experiences.
Yeah, I'm open.
You're open to dialogue. You just don't want to be put down. You say,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Well, that's and when I left the church. When I was 17 in high school, I had a brief period of atheism.
Talk about the dirt, Dad. Bring up the dirt. Dad, bring up, because I know you, and I don't know if you can admit this shit, but I know you was hitting the weed. Come on, get in. Talk about that and talk about some of that, how you got out of that. Come on.
Well, son, I never touched it. I never did anything bad. I just kind of walked this earth in the straight and narrow.
Come on, man.
If
Free
my
yourself.
son would just get off the microphone and I'll take his headphones down, I'll tell you all the truth.
He's like, and son, it wasn't weed, it was crack cocaine.
Do you think
And
a
that's
lot of
what we
people
wanna do.
are going away from? Have you noticed though, like a lot? It seems like at least like modern times, Christianity and like the church and all that is kind of like
It's falling off, bro.
becoming. Yeah, it's kind of like, and I wonder if it like, yeah, it feels like it's more. Is it heathenistic? I don't know. It's like it feels like people are kind of wanting to just do what they want when they want. Who cares about the? Yeah, it just seems like those values aren't really a part of America.
And let me
anymore.
add something to that, Dad, before you answer. Also, like, we've got TikTok out here. We've got people who are, a little bit more sexualized out here in these, these situations where, like, I think a lot of folks feel shame around their sexuality in church, right?
Yeah.
Plugging into what you're saying.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's a huge thing for me. Is like the church. I mean, I still kind of deal with that of like, like sex shame and stuff. You know, where I'm like, oh God, I grew up in a place where it was like,
if you're jerking off, you're going straight to hell.
God, Jesus
Type
is
stuff.
upset that you nutted. So it's like, why? Like, it's like you can't.
I wouldn't bring Jesus into this.
You think he's chill with it? He's fine, or I just shouldn't think of it when I nut. I shouldn't think of Jesus. I got
Well,
you.
I think you got a thing for Jesus, man.
But yeah,
You're gay-
speak to that.
you're
Dad.
gay for
Speak to
Christ.
speak to that sort of piece. Of the shame and how folks might be turning away from a church as a result of it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you know what? Shame and guilt. Institutions that use shame and guilt as a reason to scare people or fear them into joining their group. Again, you run into people like that, just run. Here's what the holy writings say. And Jesus addressed very little those issues around the body that we call sexuality. He says, you really want to know what the problem is. The problem is idolatry. People.
Is that a dog? Holy shit! I'm sorry, Bishop. Oh, yo,
That's your grand dog.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry, Bishop.
Bishop Sutton.
That just took. I know.
That was your son who did that.
It
and
felt
that
like
is your
a
grand dog.
I
Bishop.
thought it was a dog hanging. Like I was like, yo, what are y'all doing over?
I don't know. He was engorged.
Here I am talking about.
Yo, I'm
talking
tripping.
about
I thought
That
y'all
was
had
all
a-
your son. The high school dropout were respectful. That was
the
your son.
dogma
I
pun?
don't know.
Oh God, the
great.
dog got
Yeah.
horned up talking about guilt and nut. Oh
I
God.
swear to God, it looked like he was hanging from like I was noose. I was like, yo, what are y'all doing to the dog?
That's my dog
Out
of the
Umo.
blue.
He wanted to
Hey,
make
Kyle, you heard that? I said I'm talking about dogma, and you bring in your dog.
yeah.
Speaking of dog,
Caught your pun, man.
That's right. My dogma over that. But anyway, the whole thing is really about love and justice. It's not about what people are doing to their bodies and with their bodies. It's like we want people to do the right thing, which is the loving thing. How do you love yourself and how do you love others? And it's not my business what you are doing with your body. I'm more concerned about what you're doing to other people's bodies. And against their will or power issues. So, the kind of people that you're talking about who's going to do the shame and guilt thing about bodies and masturbation or whatever. I mean, you're not going to find that talk in our church. But those people tend to be what we call fundamentalists.
Yeah.
And whenever you run into fundamentalists, whether a Christian fundamentalist, a Jewish fundamentalist, an Islamic fundamentalist, a Hindu fundamentalist, or I would say for many Marxist groups, for a Democratic fundamentalist or Republican fundamentalist or an atheist fundamentalist, anytime you run into a fundamentalist, run for your life because they don't really care about you. They just want allegiance.
But now you sound fundamentally anti-fundamentalist.
I am. That's true. I am fundamentally an anti-fundamentalist because they are messing it up. They're ruining it for everybody.
Right. Fair
What
enough.
about how did you start in it? How did you? I know you don't have to get too heavy in your past if you don't want to, but what strayed you to the path of becoming a bishop?
What I like.
Not
I like
stranger. What led you? What led you? Excuse me. What led you to the path? Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
leading
Dad,
a good life,
your
and
journey.
then I became a bishop, right?
Yeah.
Well, one thing led to another. So every plan I made for myself, every plan just didn't work out. Meaning, I always ended up doing something else than what I planned for. But that something else became even greater than I thought it would be. So I never thought I'd be a bishop. Yeah, in our tradition, you have to be elected bishop. Yeah, it wasn't a small group of men in a room saying this person gets to join the club. But no, I was a nominee and was elected by men and women, young and old, black and white, and everything in between. And it's a democratic process. I never thought I would get in that. I never thought I would be a priest. I never thought I'd be a parish priest. It's just that one thing leads to another. And this is one of the things I admire about in my son. It's just like, just keep moving, keep feet moving, do one thing after another. Not everything's going to work out. And so you just try the next thing. So that's just a long way of saying, I'm not impressed with people who say, here's my master plan in life. Mm-hmm. I'm more impressed of, how are you loving yourself good enough? Are you loving others? And whatever your conception of God is, and I can introduce you to my faith, but whatever that is, be true, be honest, have integrity, and put one foot in front of the other. And I'll pray for you, and you're going to get where you need to be. That's what happened.
Dad, how you doing on time right now? You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Because I want to actually ask you I want to ask you about your origin story in the religion, because I know that you started out I know you were you grew up Baptist, right?
Yes.
But then you did Pentecostal Baptist for a while, speaking in tongues and stuff. Talk about it, man. Come on.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I actually came to faith, and in fact, Max, you're saying you were raised Orthodox Jew? Yeah. Here's how, when I left formally, I said, there is no God, no anything. But again, I knew I wasn't in a good place in my life. And what really sent me back to faith was a gospel choir that was sang in my high school. And it's like, man, they turned that place out. And I found myself saying, I wish I could believe like they could believe. And then I just believed.
There were cute girls in the choir, obviously.
It just came, but I had to be open to it at the time.
But there were cute girls in the choir, Dad, right? Cute girls in the choir. Come on. Cute girls in the choir. Come on.
Well,
be real.
Well,
he's trying to get at the girls.
God's creatures, God's creations, maybe.
Jesus got that. Jesus got
God's
that.
creation in the choir.
God's creations in the choir.
What if this whole time he just faked being a bishop just to get these chicks? He's like, that's what I know how I can get them now.
He got elected and everything. And then, where's the choir at?
And then he started believing.
But Dad,
y'all gotta be careful. I married a choir director. My wife. She's
Oh
yeah.
All right, now we get it. So would you say to the Jewish folks to give a shot at when people are still rocking with Farrakhan, you know what I'm saying? What would you say to your the Jewish community in that situation?
I would probably say, okay, so when Nick Cannon came out and those things happened, I was super bummed for a couple reasons. Maybe it's fanciful thinking, but I talked to Jarren about this. I think I talked to you about this even too. Easy for me to say, but I see a lot of similarities. Obviously, there's many, many differences, but we have our struggles, and y'all obviously have your struggles, and it's not about comparing. I mean, certainly, I benefit from white privilege or whatever. That I don't know. I wasn't prepared to be put on the spot, but it bums me out. Number one, and I think for a few reasons. One, I wish it could be closer together. I also think that there's racism in the Jewish community, and that gives them a thing to point at and be like, see, they don't fuck with us either. So now we can maybe be racist. I think there's some of that going on, which bums me out. So there's a lot of elements, but I would love the two communities to be closer together and help each other. But it bummed me out, but I don't have a solution.
In Charlottesville, was a few years ago when there was that march in Charlottesville, and you saw these white guys and a few women in their torches at night. These were the supremacists, and they were shouting, "Jews will not replace us." Yeah. And I saw the hate in their eyes. I saw these guys and I'm saying, I wish Jews would replace you. please, because you're not, I don't feel safe around you. I don't feel safe around you. I would feel safer in a Jewish community.
I mean, okay, so sorry to cut you off.
So at the end of the day, I'm against hate, and I want to know. I would ask any political leader, what do you want said on your headstone, in your gravestone? Any religious leader, what do you? And we could ask each one of us, what do you want written on your headstone?
Let's get Farrakhan on here and see what he wants.
And as for me, I hope it's not, well, he was a leader in the Episcopal Church, or I want him to say something. Well, he actually did believe in God because God believed in him, and he tried to love people as he loved himself.
I think the common enemy or the hate brings us together too. So okay, well, I've talked about this on this podcast before, but I was locked up for a period of time in Arizona, and it was all white people, just about. There was some Mexicans too. There was no black people, and there was no other Jewish people, and all the white people had swastikas, and they really didn't like me, and they really wouldn't have liked you, and so I think that kind of bond. That's an agent of bonding as well, just because we both hate that. I hate that hate. You know what I mean? Passionately. And I think that's something that there's a bond over that could be strengthened, and I wish it was. And I think there's elements of it that are strengthened. Yeah.
Hatred can bond people. Fear can bond people. Anger can bond people. I just choose not to do that. Yeah. There's a better way.
You ride with this, Jarren? Come on.
Oh, somewhat I do. What do you think about this guy? What's his name? I forget the guy's name. I watched this documentary on him. Just speaking of that, and just speaking of how you were saying, you choose not to go in a way to where, you bond with hatred, or bond with your hatred towards another group that hates someone. It was this guy. I forget his name. I hate that I don't have all the pieces together to say this. So he's this guy that goes around, the black guy. He's an old blues singer, and he goes around and he tries to befriend Klansmen, and he tries to let them. I guess, some of them are open to it, but most of them who he has befriended, they have changed their perception on black people, and they end up leaving the Klan or whatever. They end up becoming good friends, and so he collects these Klan's robes. But I guess his way of doing it is not through hatred towards this. Yeah, I hate the Klan. He has his method of if you can, he tries to befriend them first and let them see a different side, and then. I forget the amount of people he said, but the guy end up turning a certain amount of Klansmen away from the hatred by just showing them a different element. What you
Gerald
believe
Davis.
In Gerald Davis. That's it. Yeah.
But what about you? Would you rock like that? I mean, you see a Klansman pull up. You know what I'm saying? Do you find out someone's a Klansman and is doing dirt to you?
Okay, I have something here. So I don't hate maybe the people. I hate the hate. So because I was there for a while, and I remember specifically this one kid who came in, and he was a regular-looking kid. He was 18, but he was regular white from wherever, Arizona. All the white people were swastika'd up and whatnot. So a year later, that's kind of what he got indoctrinated in. And I don't think he was particularly well-educated or a thinking type of guy. So a year later, he had a swastika. So it wasn't was he a bad, really hater kind of guy? I don't know. That's what he was taught. You know what I mean? So it's. When I say hate, I think it's more of, I hate the hate, not necessarily the people, because people are complicated and led astray. It's a little bit different than the people.
I hate that. I hate the hate when it leads into violence, and that's what I'm intolerant. I'm not the turn the other cheek type guy, but I would be open. And I'm also not that guy. If I can sit down and have a conversation with a guy in the Klan and let him explain his ideology. If we could have just a conversation and he can explain his ideology and I can point out the wrongs or whatever, not even just the whole yeah, you're fucking wrong, but just have a adult conversation, what makes you believe that, and just show them different elements. Same way kind of Gerald Davis, but when it gets to that crossing the line, when it's you want to do harm, even how they was doing back in the day with the hanging and all, that's where it's nah, we need to take a different method. That's why I'm I fight fire with that. I ain't really with the
And I think that's interesting because, Dad, I know you choose a strong non-violence route, a strong anti-gun position. We don't all you and I have had conversations. We're not always on the same page with that, which is okay. I know Jarren's not on that page. I want to hear a little bit of that discourse. What Jarren's saying about the fight fire with fire piece. I know that's not your method. I want to hear where you come in on that.
Well, it's not my method for two reasons. One is it's just historically fact. It really doesn't work. It doesn't work to bring about the ends that people want to. And I can demonstrate just by movements of liberation in the 20th century that nonviolence, the power of nonviolence in people moving and staring down the barrel of a gun, that actually wins the day. That's why apartheid fell. That's why those totalitarian governments in Eastern Europe fell in the former Soviet Union. El Salvador, Martinez left there. Marcos ended in the Philippines. These weren't armed rebellions. These were people who stood up in the civil rights movement as well. And so that's just in terms of factually, more times than not, the people united under a leader who do nonviolent resistance actually win the day over those who say, we're going to pick up guns. Then you just got a bunch of destroyed communities and broken lives. But the other reason I'm against it is moral reasons. There is moral injury too. It's not just people who hate that hurts your body. People are hurting each other emotionally, psychologically, And so why am I a religious person? Because I believe at the end of the day, love is going to win the day. It's going to win. And the haters are going to lose. They ultimately lose. Love is going to win. And that's what Jesus taught. That's what Buddha taught. That's what all the great religious leaders taught, that ultimately that's going to win. It's going to cost some people their lives, but it's the only future that we have for us. I don't want to live in a world where everybody's just armed to the teeth, fearful and angry. I don't want to live there. I want to live in a world, and I do believe that the world can be based on love. So I'm going to do my little bit, and my little bit of the world. I just want to spread love, not hate, and love's going to win.
I 100%, my core believes that too. Like the core of myself definitely believes love conquers everything, but also it's that not so higher side of myself that's like, yo, I ain't, this motherfucker want to, my bad, excuse my language, but
man, I'm gonna have to absolve you of sin.
Sorry.
No, it's all good, bro. Do you? It's some coming at you, right?
My lower self is just like, I don't know. I just, hey, that's what fight fire with fire. But I do know at the end of the day that it does not accomplish anything. It's more people hurt. It's more damage done. I do know, but the higher part of myself, the higher core of me do understand, and I do believe that love and nonviolence is the key to, changing that vibration on a more positive vibration.
But you're still going to sleep with the you're still going to sleep with the with the Ruger though, right?
Yeah, keep it by my side.
Well, it's funny. It's like I, in a big picture, I'm like, yeah, why can't everybody just love everybody? You know what I mean? Like, why do religions have to fight? Why do races have to fight? Like on a big picture, it's like, yeah, why can't we just love? But then at the same time, like, if some dude bumps into me at the grocery store, like, I get really fucking angry, and like he might as well get like slammed through the cereal, So it's like, on a big scale, I'm like, why can't we just love everybody? But like, if someone's driving like an asshole, like, I get livid, and they could drive their car off a bridge and I wouldn't care. So it is weird. It's like, I wonder how. Maybe, yeah, I guess all the hate is just on like a bigger.
This guy's crazy. That's all it is.
No, I'm just saying, like, when you get angry at somebody, like, why do we ever get angry? I guess like some dumb shit normally, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, I agree with both of you guys. I mean, that Jarren, what you call the lower self. I mean, we all have to fight our demons. We all have to fight it, because it's all in us. But there is good in us too, and at least the religion that I practice and following the way of Jesus, It's drawing out the God consciousness in them that's already there. It's not bringing God outside into them. We all have an imprint of God in each of us. And so the role of religious leaders is just to draw that out, draw it out. And it's a practice. We have to practice love every day, even on the small things, because a lot of times we just get out of practice. And it's easy to get out of practice in our day to day, because no one's out there talking about love this, love that. You know, it seems so pie in the sky. So you actually have to fight against the cultural forces that say, no, pick up the gun, shoot them before they shoot you. That's the way of the future. We have to fight that.
So you don't. So you do not keep the ratchet tucked. You do not keep. You are not strapped. You are not. You do not have a pistol or a weapon.
No. But you know what? I'm not against having. I'm not necessarily against people having gun ownership, and I have at a period in my life. And
what you had? Come on, bro! I didn't know this.
Choppers and glizzies and.
Well, you see that it was.
You had the Uzi
tucked? Dope with the Uzi.
And Kyle, that was a period. There was something going on with someone who I valued very much, who was in danger. It was danger, and so you want to protect
equalizer.
But the thing is, I don't now. But the whole thing is about we have to, even on a personal level, like when that guy bumps against you in the grocery store, we have to learn other ways to react rather than our first option is violence.
Yeah, I think this guy needs to talking to, man. You just
he's got anger issues and violence.
No, I was just
a man just bumping to you in the grocery store. You just ready to kill him.
Tape.
Throw him through the cereal.
I'm going to stop with you, brother.
No, I was just having a general. It could be anybody, but no, I don't have those feelings.
Yeah, so it seems like obviously, it seems like you love what you do, and it's very fulfilling. Is there a part of the work, or was there a specific time or case where you were like, oh, what have I got myself into, or like where you not regretted, but maybe had a moment or inklings of regret around like what you've chosen to do with your life?
I'm a very fortunate man. I actually chose my path to be a religious leader, and first, and after a while, teaching it at some schools, New Brunswick Seminary and at Vanderbilt University. I was fortunate. I was age 23 when I said, this is for me. And I never looked back. There have been some hard days. There have been some hard weeks, and there have been some hard months and a few hard years. But I've never regretted being identified as one who follows Jesus. No.
Real talk. I'm telling you, man, that's the mayor right there. That's your vice president right there, bro.
That's the vice president right there.
What about me? I was supposed to be the vice president. Jarren's running for president. But I thought I was going to be the.
Hey, how crazy would that be on the crusade when they defeat the Franks, right?
Yeah.
Is that they call it what is it?
The Franks, I think right now they aren't exactly the French. They had some German.
They were the Franks back in the day.
They were the Franks. They would have considered that was the name. They considered them the Franks back then.
Yeah. You know what? I should pass the collection plate. Won't y'all give?
Hey,
we're Jewish over here.
No, you can help a brother.
Oh man.
Brother out here. Well, I'm always raising money because we have a lot of programs that we're trying to fund.
How do you deal with? Do you ever get stressed out? Like you ever feel stressed and get? Do you ever
like I said, my wife's
depressed?
in the next room. You could talk to her. Do I ever get stressed?
That's all you had to say. You got a wife, so that answers that question. How long have you been married?
She and I have been married now. Good gosh, 21 years.
Wow.
And before that, and Kyle's mother, that was 15 years with my first wife. A good soul, as Kyle knows. Barb, God rest her soul.
Yeah,
and she died.
Was the GOAT.
Oh, R.I.P.
Yeah, and so even though we didn't work out, we produced two fabulous, great kids. But
what's the secret with marriage, man? I'm a dude that's divorced now, but how did you?
Yeah.
And now I've had this feeling to where I'm just like I don't know, man. I can't imagine it again.
Well, maturity helps, and I.
Well, okay. Well, next topic.
Wrapping this one up.
Yeah.
I think the episode's the Bishop Roast.
No, I
the high
mean,
school
Bishop Rose, the high school dropout.
Yo, Dad.
you know, we get older, we get wiser in a little bit, but maybe the two magic words are "I'm sorry."
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, but I still don't. I don't know. I just don't. I can't imagine being married again. Like I don't.
Oh man, it's beautiful. It actually is. You know, I get to spend the rest of my life with my life partner.
Ooh, that sounds.
And it is actually. I'm going to get back to the love thing. It's love. It's the give and take, and it's saying that person is just a part of me.
Okay, now let me ask you. I know you got to go. Let me ask you this. See, now I do think that I do believe in the love thing, but I think like just tradition has made us feel that we have to do it in a certain way. So now I feel like I could be married again, but I also would be like, I need my own apartment and we could have a house together, but I still need to get away sometimes. Like, let me, you know what? Let me live in my spot for a good month or two, and then, but I'll still come back. It's like just changing the dynamic, but just being under the house with somebody 20, like, oh my God, I just want to. Thinking of that just is I can't do it no more. I can't.
I think
it has
a lot
to be
of
done in a different way.
I think a lot of marriages work that way and all that. And you know what I'm more concerned about during this pandemic, if there are couples and whole families and there are only 2 rooms in an apartment, it's going to be fireworks because people do need their space sometimes. And so you know, I don't know if people can see this on the thing. When I think of a union between, now I'm clasping my fingers, that's not a good marriage. You're all entangled in each other's stuff in your marriage. It's just coming together as 2 whole people and you join together, but you don't lose who you are and you don't lose the essence of you, and you have to honor that in the other person. So too many marriages are just too enmeshed, is what the therapists call it. They're too tangled up in each other's stuff. They have to disentangle and become whole human beings before they can come together. And
Right.
that's a good marriage. So don't give up on marriage. You hear that, Kyle?
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm good. I feel you.
And by the way, children are good too.
Oh, he's trying to be.
I
Okay,
love the
see.
kids, man. The kids never. It's always the moms that.
I think we
drive me
started
crazy.
this entire episode with you complaining about your children, but yeah, we'll in front of the bishop.
Yeah.
See, my
Yeah, but-
complaint is that they're at the age where they don't want to be bothered with me, except for my little one.
Oh, how old is he?
I had 3 of them, but one of them, the 2 older ones are 10 and 16.
Yeah.
So it's like they.
Yeah.
Like
You know,
that.
that's part of it.
Yeah, it hurts me.
Yo, Dad, thank you so much for doing this,
Yeah,
man.
thank
So,
Okay.
so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, I appreciate
great,
you.
Thank you
Thank you.
guys.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you
Love
guys.
Dad.
This is one of the better conversations I've had all year.
Oh.
I
But hey,
really-
man, I
That's-
want you to know, Dad, I love you. I'm proud to be your son, and I appreciate you, man,
Hey,
so much.
and I'm proud to be your.
Hey, pray for us, man. Sir, Bishop.
I will pray
need
for you. I will not pray on you.
Keep us. Yeah, thank you. We'll leave that to the Catholics. I'm messing.
Oh, okay.
Thank
All right, later,
you.
man.
Okay. God bless you all.
God bless you.
Bless you.
All right.
We don't believe in God, but 1 second. Let me pin.
Hey, man, you got a cool dad, man.
Yeah, he's pretty chill. He a little political, but you know he does his thing.
Damn, man. I wish I grew up with my dad.
Well, that's a whole different story, but we won't get into that part of the story. Well, you know, I think that, you know, I will say that, you know, a lot of folks who have, like, you know, he was really trying to have a successful career, you know what I mean, in that thing, and he followed his career real heavy. Folks who do that, you know, in their public space end up being, like, really helpful and successful, and then sometimes, you know, the family can suffer a little bit, and so there were we had times, you know what I mean, where it was like, man, I wish I had more of Dad's attention, more of it, you know what I'm saying? But
You're not gonna go in?
I mean, no, like I'm, you know, like I'm not gonna go too into detail because also he was young when he had a kid. You know what I'm saying? He was young and he didn't have all the same tools that you know.
How old was he when he?
I think he was 25. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, not super
I
young.
was Okay, yeah.
You were younger.
Kyle was
Oh, yeah.
16.
I was like 20.
I mean, Jarren.
Yeah, but he was. Yeah, well, you know, I mean, still like young enough,
22.
like. Yeah, but which is why you can at the same time appreciate that, like, okay, the mistakes they get made or whatever, people follow their career, and sometimes the kids have a tougher time, and it was like that, But ultimately, he grew into being a person. I grew into being a person. We appreciate each other. There's a lot of love there. So
that's kind of how I am with my dad. Now, my dad wasn't really around, but the older I get, it's like I don't even have any resentment or any shit like that towards him. It's like I get it now because it's like the older I get, the more I'm like, damn, I'm kind of we share similar vices.
Yeah, I can relate to that too, And we had, real talk, bro. Like, we had our times. I grew up in subsidized housing, you know what I'm saying? While they were divorced, it was tough on that financial tip. But like, at the end of the day, like I had food, you know what I'm saying? I had a place to fucking sleep, I'm grateful for that shit at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
That's cool, man.
Yeah. And like a brilliant father who ended up, doing dope shit. So I fuck with that too. That's a great example.
Yeah.
Max?
Yeah, how's your dad, Max?
My dad? He's lovely.
We know his dad. Max's dad was a fucking gang. Max's dad is the killer who killed a bunch of
I
people.
forgot about that.
Peruvian contract.
He was a Peruvian.
He's a fucking hitman.
Peruvian hitman.
A contract who sold Peruvian cocaine.
All right. Well, so wait, did I really just get replaced as vice president? I don't think he accepted the nomination.
No. My dad is a little slick. You got to admit, like he dodges, he bobs and weaves with them questions.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, he was such bobbing and weaving.
He'll hypnotize you. You're like, what? Egypt? That's crazy. We were talking about nutting, and he like had us on Egypt. I was like, what the fuck?
All right, we need a policy. Hi, dog.
What's the policy?
Dude, the Umo. How did the Umo boner?
Did
thing
you
go?
see the Umo boner?
I saw. Yeah, that shit just took me about. I didn't expect. I didn't know you had a fucking dog. I just saw a
Did
dog.
you see the dick or no?
Did you see the
I
dick?
saw his dick.
idea
Yeah, I saw his fucking dick. But I didn't know. I wasn't like focused on. I just saw a dog hanging, so I didn't see his head. I just saw the fucking body, just like. So I was like, yo,
I think
what
you should
the
talk
fuck?
about. Yeah, I think you should talk about Umo's penis a little bit, Max, because Max has a little bit of obsession.
With dog penises?
Yeah.
With
this
Umo's in
dog's
particular. Let's
penis.
bring him
It
in the
wasn't
interview.
all way. It goes like to the. It's humongous. I'll share some photos in the fucking.
I don't show me. Please don't share any.
No, we're not gonna show the dick. We just wanted to show Umo while he talks about the dick. Yeah.
Look at this.
Umo's got a magnificent.
Cute little
penis.
dog. Is he a puppy?
No, he's got like he's
He's
6
a
years
Mexican
old.
hairless dog.
Yeah.
He has no hair. He's like a leather
Motherfucker,
dog.
like he got hair. He's just literally leather. The motherfucker made of leather.
Basically,
Literally a leather dog
Let me
from
see him.
Mexico
With a
a
magical-
humongous penis.
I'm gonna fucking kill him and make me a new jacket.
Oh, don't you dare! Oh,
Well, they used to eat them. They're Aztec dogs. They used to eat them back in the day. He's about to spit. And they used to put them by their dead because they were like spirit guides into the next world or some shit. So that's that's some spiritual shit. On
Kind
top
of like a greyhound a
he's
little
trying
bit.
to
He
get
got
him-
like a body like a greyhound.
But when Max came to visit me when I was living in Mexico, he met Umo, and Umo's gigantic penis mesmerized him.
It's mesmerizing.
And
It's
Of
amazing.
course, Max
No,
would be
it's-
mesmerized by
You
him.
don't understand.
we
No
know.
shit.
Yeah, not because a gay thing or a dog sex thing,
sure.
you weirdo. The thing is, it's not weird. Look at this
put him
dog.
on camera. Whoa,
And
whoa,
it's-
whoa! Don't
I
do
want to
that.
see the dog's
No, I mean,
dick.
No, I just
Yeah,
said
I
put him
wanna
on
see the
camera
dog's
so we
dick.
can see him. He's like, I don't want to see his tail.
We good. We get the
good.
point, dude.
All right.
We get the point.
We
Point
get
is,
the point.
it's
Max loves
huge.
penises, and
You like dog dicks, dude. We
he
get
likes
it.
he likes dog dicks.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
listen. We need a policy.
No eating dog dicks. That's the
Yeah.
fucking-
no
we need
more.
dog dicks. There you have
Dogs
it.
have to wear underwear, so
And
Max
that
doesn't
is
get
episode
turned on.
14. What? I missed it.
Cover your dog dicks. Max is getting horny.
Watch Max away. Watch Max around that dog, y'all.
Yeah, all
Watch out. He's just gonna be scooting with his asshole.
Cut him off again.
That's dope.